Yeah. Wait, this kid's going back. Yeah, I see him. Oh, you jumped down. I got hit. One on you. Nice. Nice. Above, above. How much floppers is that? Just one. Should I hold it? Yeah, they're worth. Oh, well, you said they were above earlier, didn't you? Yeah, they went above. They went off over bridge. I don't think they bothered fighting us. Okay, let's go see where that, that four-way battle is gonna be. Oh no, you want to go for that? Okay. Hi. Well, remember from earlier you said there was a big build battle? That's where you're going. I'm sand tunneling to them. Oh god, we're doing good. You're like setting me up and then you're gonna make me feel alone. Oh great, we're storm battling too. I hate this. I don't like storm battling. It gets really much in my way. I'm not good on controller. Oh my god. Why not? Okay. Thanks. Boys, let's go. Come on, let's go, guys. We can do this, guys. I'm wasting my time trying to rev him. Come on. Just, this is how we die, boys. I would have survived if I sand tunneled. What's wrong? I didn't know what that game was when I joined you, but then when I was playing it, I was insane and clapping kid. On Roblox. When I joined you. So that's insane. I just had waffles, mate. I'm full. He had to go. He had to go to the... Wait, huh? Did he just change it? Oh yeah, he said he was gonna put it on like something and then he's gonna sit out. He said he would just... What does it look like? Of course. I might go back on that game and practice your aim. Yes. It's Xbox. It's Xbox.
So the Tesla has this option where the car can drive itself with just a push of a button.
We got top 6. And then I died to storm. Sure. But you do everything we want. Want me? Hope you become what you wanna be. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. My heart's already been sold. I don't know. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me. I don't know. He didn't say. He didn't say. No. Oh no! Don't tell me. I'm going on Fortnite tracker. Alright, let's go. So what's his name? Savage. Oh yeah, I came up with 3 blocks to 1. How many wins did he say he has? 103 he has. Where? Because I have a different, no, I have a different, slanted face than normal. If you search up, just XN, slanted face, it won't come up with me. Because I have a different slanted face. Yeah. Okay, you have 113. Oh, you're about to hit 10,000 kills. You need 100 kills and you're on 1,000 kills. I was gonna play Rocket League. No. Not because you him, I just felt. I told him I was going to Rocket League after that game. I'm going to practice my musty hex. And okay. Actually, no, I'm not going to practice my. Oh wait, you wanted me to check my stats. Okay. My stats are. Wait. No idea. I'm gonna go and copy and paste it. Okay. They're on the website. Wait, that means I can't get it up, can I? Because okay, I can't get it. Just XN has 0 wins. The real Just XN. It's an AI. It's an AI. Oh, wait, arena updated? Oh no. Wait! Oh, this guy plays on mobile, that's why. He's never played a duos game. But
This game is tougher than sliding down a chimney. I've been playing this on my breaks, between managing elves and listening naughty kids. This is a stressful time. Okay, I only work once a year, but still, Mrs. Claus challenged me to a high score. I guess she'd rather I play this than see me cruise around town with my boys Prancer and Rudolph. Am I right? Anyway, if you want your kids to stay out of trouble, download this.
My name is Amara, and
I just want to hit one musty to be on.
But I seem to be the only one who believes
This is not a musty.
I'll tell you everything, and I'm sure you'll agree with me too. Before you do that, though, click subscribe and like this video. I might just appear in your dreams tonight if you don't. Okay, let's go. I remember that I was 15 when my parents relocated to America from India. My dad was quite rich, so we lived in the richest neighborhood in the city, attending the most expensive high school. My parents gave me and my little sister everything we wanted, but my little sister got more because, well, she was my dad's favorite. I was 3 years older, but she was smarter. I envied her when she got all the praises, but I was more interested in partying and shopping with my friends. One time, I was at a party when I had an exam, and my dad called me and said, "If you don't do well in school, I'll not include you in my will." Let's just say I failed so bad that I had to change schools. My new school was cooler than the first. There were hotter boys and sassier girls. If I didn't come from a rich home, I would have felt like a loser, but I got along just fine. I didn't tell you, I'm a great dancer, right? Well, I'm such a badass that I became the captain of the cheerleading squad. I know I already said the boys at the school were super hot, but if there's a word that can be used to describe someone who is way hotter, then you can insert it here for Greg, the captain of the basketball team. We started dating after he walked up to me one day and was like, "Hey, I love your birthmark and I think you're really cute. Want to hang out sometime?" That was the beginning and end of that. Everything might have seemed perfect with me, but as an Indian, it was hard for me to pronounce some English words correctly. I once pronounced bicycle at my former school as bicycle, and it made everyone laugh and make fun of me for about a week. I started taking special English classes, but to avoid embarrassment at my new school, I just stuck with words I was confident of pronouncing or pointing to things I wanted to talk about. At first, my friends thought I was weird, but they got used to it. But I was quite comfortable with Greg, so I didn't mind making those mistakes around him, as he seemed like he didn't care about it. Greg and I spent a lot of time going to the movies, arcades, and live concerts. We were almost inseparable. In fact, you can't see me anywhere and not find him close by or something. We were the perfect couple, and everyone wanted their relationship to be like ours. Once, while we were hanging out, I told him I would like to live with him on a remote island and have twins with him. The thought of a life without Greg in it always made me cringe. Then, a new girl showed up. Her name was Lucy, and she was very pretty. You can call it jealousy, but on her first day of school, everyone in class was like, "Ooh, she's so hot," and it made me uncomfortable. One day, she came up to me and said, "Hi, Amara. I heard you're the cheerleading captain. When can I come for tryouts?" I wanted to tell her that we weren't open to new intakes, but I saw a chance to make life a bit miserable for her, and I took it. I gave her the hardest stunts, but she killed it. She even asked me if that was all I've got. I was angry, but not as mad as when I heard the others in the changing room saying that she was better than I was. I was sitting with Greg one afternoon, and then she comes over and says, "Hi, Greg. I'm a huge fan of yours. Can I take a picture with you, please?" Of course, Greg didn't say no, and he even asked me to take the picture. She kept holding on to him like he was her boyfriend. I couldn't take it anymore, and I told her to get her hands off him. She started crying like I was the monster, and Greg hugged her and apologized. She made faces at me as he did, and that was when I realized that she was probably sent from hell to take everything from me. Greg and I were supposed to see a movie one evening, but he canceled and said he was having a family hangout. I was bored and didn't want to stay home, so I asked my friends if we could hang out, but they said Lucy had already invited them for karaoke at a bar. I decided to join them since I wanted to see why Lucy was so great and I no longer was. I drove to the bar and noticed Greg's car was parked outside. I parked opposite the bar and called him, but he ignored all my calls. The next thing, he came out of the bar holding Lucy by the waist, and they were laughing like lovers. I got out, and when Greg saw me, he froze. I started walking towards them when a drunk driver knocked me into oncoming traffic. I got hit by a second car that kind of crushed my skull, and I became unconscious. unconscious. That was what led me to my coma. I remember when I first woke up. I thought I had just woken up from a deep sleep, but I had all this medical stuff on my body and my family were excited. I asked how long I had been unconscious, and they told me 13 years. I was already 30. I cried and tried to catch up with everyone. My little sister was done with college and had just landed a high-income job. Even in my condition, I still felt envious. The doctors were thrilled and informed my parents that they would let me go when they were done with some tests. But the next day, I could no longer speak, and I slipped back into a coma and never woke up again. Well, until now, 20 years later. Did you know that someone can wake up from a coma for a day or two and then go back? Now you know. You're welcome. So, how did I wake up again? Everyone, including the doctors, was about to give up on me because they felt I would never wake up again. Then my sister remembered I loved listening to music, so she got me some headphones and put them on me. I don't remember much about my coma, but I heard a familiar song playing and I followed the sound. Amazingly, I opened my eyes. The doctor said my brain rewired itself over the years till the connections were enough for me to wake up, but my sister still believes music woke me up. Did you also know that people waking up from a coma and speaking a foreign language fluently is an actual thing? Yeah, it's called bilingual aphasia. It happens when one area of the brain that knows a language is damaged, and meanwhile, another area remains untouched. I could hardly speak my native language, and when my sister kept talking to me in our language, I couldn't respond. I spoke to her in English, and I was shocked at how fluent I was. I tried pronouncing the words I used to find difficult, and it was so easy. My parents weren't there. I asked. I found out they had died 5 years back. My dad had left me a lot of money, but most of it had gone into my hospital care. My sister was married and had 2 grown kids. She looked way older than I remembered her, and I even mistook her for one of the nurses when I first woke up. At that moment, I felt so bad for envying and resenting her over the years, because she ended up being the only one who stuck by me through the years. I was discharged from the hospital after a few weeks and placed under therapeutic care at home. So I went home and the first thing I did was to look in the mirror. I almost jumped out of my skin when I saw my reflection. This isn't me. Tell me it's not true, I said. I had the body of a 47-year-old, but my thoughts were just like when I was 17. Well, I told my therapist about it and she called it post-coma. I didn't believe her until I showed up at my niece's 16th birthday party and tried to do cool stuff. Her friends seemed impressed and gathered around me to ask me how I could act and talk like I was 17. They found me quite interesting. Everything had changed from what I used to remember. First, my favorite band was no longer together and they were much older. There was nothing like a Walkman or a Game Boy anymore. They were all replaced with some things my sister calls iPods and PlayStations. Everything was different and it was a lot to take in at once. I once asked my sister's teenage daughter if I could use Netscape Navigator on her phone, and she laughed after telling me she didn't know what that was. She was kind enough to show me how to use the current browsers today and the popular social media platforms too. Then one day, I saw my niece watching something on her phone and I was interested. It was a video about a girl in a coma on My Story Animated channel. I got so interested in the channel that my niece jokingly said, "Maybe you should send your story to them too." I bought the idea and contacted them immediately. They were thrilled to hear my story. Plus, here's a secret. I'm afraid that I could wake up tomorrow and not even remember who I am anymore. So this story you are watching is like my open diary too. I was curious about how Greg must have turned out, but my sister didn't have much to tell me. She just said that he stopped visiting me at the hospital after a year. I was mad that despite being the cause of my coma, he'd only visit for a year out of 30. After stalking him on Instagram for a while, I found out where he worked and I decided to visit him. When I arrived at his office, I wasn't let in because I didn't have an appointment, and I didn't want him to know it was me. So I hung around for a bit for when he would be going out for lunch, and I followed him. But when I approached him, he wasn't Greg, it was someone else. I was stalking someone else on Instagram all this time. After looking for him for weeks, one day my sister said, "I found Greg, but promise me you won't do anything stupid." I gave her my word, and she told me I could find him at a coffee shop that he visited every morning. I went to the coffee shop the next morning, and I had to keep checking the picture she showed me to make sure I didn't miss him. When he saw me, he didn't recognize me at first, until he saw the birthmark on my cheek. It was like he just saw a zombie. We sat down to talk for a little while, and I asked him why he cheated on me and didn't even come to see me at at the hospital again. He was shocked I was still holding on to that memory after so many years, but he apologized and asked us to meet again the next day. The next day, Greg didn't come around, and it was like that for weeks. It was then I knew he had stopped coming to the coffee shop because of me. It hurts. My sister told me to let go since he already apologized, but I wasn't going to end 30 years of a coma with just, "I'm sorry," from the guy who caused it. But no one was willing to give me any information. Not even the coffee shop where he had been going for years. I gradually slipped into depression because, although he had matured and was older than what I could remember, my 17-year-old mind was still in love with him. My sister had to sign me up for personal counseling, as I was always sad. Personal counseling helped, and I became stable again. I wanted a job, but I needed a diploma for that. Going back to school at college was the last thing on my mind. I couldn't imagine being in the same class with students half my age and being older than most of my teachers. But I decided to go for it anyway. On my first day in class, some of my classmates thought I was their new instructor, but when they saw I wasn't, they didn't make a fuss of it like I thought. In fact, some of them started calling me their surrogate mom away from home. It feels weird to be referred to as an elder when you know you aren't, but I wasn't going to ruin anything and tell them, "Hey guys, I'm actually 17. I just have this old body. You won't understand. If there's anything I can't stand, it's being called crazy." I was already getting over my obsession with Greg when I was at a coffee shop and I saw someone who looked like him. He was laughing with a pretty woman, and it looked like they had a thing. He kept touching her hair, and it felt like when I had caught him with Lucy. I didn't want to go over and embarrass myself like the last time, but the resemblance was too striking. I walked over to him and touched his shoulder. When he turned to look at me, it was him. His look of surprise quickly dissolved into a frown, and he asked if I had been stalking him. I was about to respond when I noticed the ring on his finger. I wondered why I didn't the last time we met. Now, I know he could have moved on, but I was mad that he was so comfortable to settle down after abandoning me at the hospital. I called him a monster and left after giving his date a hateful look. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Facebook is like the easiest place to find someone. At least, that's what one of my classmates told me, and it worked. I found Greg's profile and I went through his posts with one agenda: to find out more about the woman he was with, because I thought she was his wife. But I wasn't only shocked to find out that he was cheating when I saw him, I found out he was married to Lucy. The shock turned into rage when I saw they had 2 teenage boys and they looked perfect. That should have been me. I found Lucy's page too, and I had to stop myself from commenting nasty things all over her pictures. 30 years later, and I still want revenge. I remembered the lady at the coffee shop, and an idea struck. I thought it was going to be difficult because I thought Greg wouldn't come to the coffee shop again, but fate was on my side. I didn't see him there for a few more weeks, but he came around with the same woman. I held up a menu so he wouldn't notice me, and I took a video recording while they were French kissing. It was the perfect moment. I didn't open my Facebook account with my real name or pictures, so I was quick to upload the video and I tagged Lucy and Greg. I captioned the post as, "A cheater never changes at Greg, and what goes around comes around at Lucy." The post had hundreds of views and comments, including hateful sad ones from Lucy and Greg. I finally got my revenge. Hi there. My name is Angela, and ever since the 9th grade, my life has been one wild ride. Everything literally changed for me overnight. I never thought that a single fall could completely change my luck. The day I'm talking about started like any other. At school, things were exactly how I liked them. No one spoke to me, and I didn't speak to them. That is, until I got a message from my friend that she was waiting for me outside the debate room. I remembered the meeting we had scheduled, so I ran like crazy. Guess who I ran headfirst into? The king of football, Ross. As if that wasn't bad enough, I spilled my juice on his white shorts, but he grabbed his things and stormed away. I looked down at all of my things scattered around me. That's when I noticed something wasn't mine. I picked it up. A lottery ticket. I jumped to my feet and turned to call Ross's name just as he turned the corner. He turned around and looked me straight in the eyes. He shook his head and scoffed before continuing on his way. I wanted to give him back his ticket, but there was no way I was facing him again. Not in this lifetime. I spent the rest of my classes trying to devise a clever way of getting the lottery ticket back to him, when a great idea came to me. I'd slide it into his locker. That way, I wouldn't have to talk to him. After school, I put the ticket in a small white envelope. For fun's sake, I stuck a small heart onto it. It's not like he'd know I sent it. I thought gleefully as I approached his locker and headed straight into the most embarrassing moment of my life. Just as I took out the envelope, Ross and his girlfriend, Maria, appeared. She snatched it out of my hand and looked at the heart. Oh no, I thought. Please no. But to my utter horror, she began laughing and said I was trying to give him a love letter. I tried to tell her that it wasn't a letter at all, when Ross looked at me and literally snarled, "Get out of here, you idiot," he yelled. He said I was a weirdo and a stalker. Clearly, he hadn't forgotten this morning's event. He snatched the envelope from Maria and threw it in my face. I was humiliated. When I got home, I threw my backpack on the ground, and the lottery ticket fluttered out of the side pocket. I snatched it up off the ground, crinkled it up, and threw it in the trash. Stupid ticket. As luck would have it, I was late for school the next morning. I rushed to school and saw something that left me speechless. Ross and his girlfriend had gone crazy, or so it seemed. They were emptying trash cans all over the place, and other students were laughing at them. I hung around in the shadows, trying to figure out what had happened when I overheard a kid say that someone in our small town had won the $1.2 billion jackpot last night. My mind went straight to the ticket I had thrown in the trash. He then said that nobody had claimed the ticket yet, and Ross had lost one, which could be the winner. I walked away with my heart racing, wondering if I could possibly have the winning ticket. And then I remembered something horrible. It was trash day. Panic took over. I needed to get back home as soon as possible. To get out of school, I faked being ill. But the nurse didn't buy it and suggested that I just rest for a little bit in her office. I knew if I was going to get back home before the garbage man came, I needed to do something drastic. So I pretended to faint. But I ended up actually hitting my head really, really hard on the bedstand. On the bright side, though, I got sent home. Once home, I rushed upstairs as quickly as I could while pretending to be ill. I tried to convince my mom that the best thing for me would be fresh air, but she wasn't falling for it and sent me back to my room. I tried to think of another way to get out when I heard the garbage truck down the road. I had to do something right now. I had no choice but to sprint out of the house and deal with the consequences later. I rushed down the stairs, tiptoed out of the back door, and ran towards the dumpster as if I were being chased by bees. Things were about to get really dirty. I jumped straight into the dumpster and started going through the bags like a maniac. Oh God, whose trash is this? No one eats stinky tuna out of the can at my place. And what's this weird pink stone? I just chucked it all out and moved on to the next bag. I couldn't see that lottery ticket anywhere. I climbed out of the dumpster feeling completely defeated and covered in gross stuff. The garbage truck had pulled up by now, and clearly the driver thought I was insane, but he just picked the bags up and drove off. I went to my room, slammed the door, and kicked my wastebasket over. And that's when I saw it. The lottery ticket. It must have fallen out when my mom emptied out the wastebaskets. I snatched it up, then went straight to the lottery website on my phone. My heart was racing. The first number matched, then the second, the third. Oh my God, now I just needed the fourth number. Wait, what? The fourth number didn't match. Just like that? I couldn't believe it. I was this close. I stared at the numbers again and again, but they weren't about to change. I had lost, and I had a concussion, and I stank like fish. Officially the world's unluckiest person. Later that night, I was skimming through my Instagram feed when I saw a post that made me sit straight up in bed. It was an ad offering $2,000 to the person who found a weird pink stone. Now, where had I seen one of those today? I tiptoed out of the back door quietly, again, and made my way to the dumpster again, and looked around the ground with my phone's flashlight, and my heart skipped a beat when the light caught something shiny. It looked exactly like the stone in the ad, and if someone was willing to pay $2,000 to someone just for finding it, I wondered how much it was actually worth. I quickly picked it up and went back inside, hardly able to sleep that night with excitement. The very next morning, I got off the school bus midway in town and headed straight to Mr. Clark's jewelry and antique store. I'd worked there last summer, and if anyone could tell me the value of this stone, it was old Mr. Clark. His eyes sparkled as he held it up and inspected it in the light. Then, under a special microscope he was taking his sweet time. Finally, he told me that it was a really rare and valuable stone, probably worth millions. I tried to act cool, but I actually wanted to jump up and down for joy. I was going to be so rich. He asked me curiously where I'd gotten it from, and I said casually that it was my grandma's, and I was just having it checked out for her. Then I was out of there. Only millions, eh? You liar. I could tell it was worth more just by the look in his eyes. He called me the next day and asked me if I could meet him again at the store. I wasn't surprised. I knew he wanted this stone, but I wasn't going to let him trick me into settling for less. And he could certainly afford to pay whatever price I asked for. Everyone knew how crazy rich Mr. Clark was. He lived in a 50-acre mansion, and he had a tiger for a pet. And holding on to the stone in my pocket tightly, I told him that I wouldn't accept a penny less than $1 billion. He looked at me for a moment, whipped out his checkbook, scribbled something, and handed me a check. My eyes were about to pop out of my head. He'd actually given me $1.2 billion. I handed him the stone. We shook hands, and I walked out, completely dazed. What? I was a billionaire. Life changed for me overnight. I went from Lady Unlucky to Lady Luck. I went on secret shopping sprees and hired a personal driver to be on standby and take me anywhere I wanted to go, at any time. I obviously had to be careful not to get caught by my parents, so I lied a bit. At school, though, things were wild. I could throw the craziest parties and take everyone to the coolest concerts. Everyone loved me. Within a year, I had become the queen. I could buy little things here and there for people, and because of it, they all worshipped me. Best of all, Ross wanted to date me. Ha! He was still a big meanie to others, though, so I played him a little. I knew I could get away with it now. I made him write me a love letter, and then humiliated him for it in front of everyone. The tables had turned. I would much rather date Kevin. Kevin was a total babe. Everything was great, but towards the end of the year, I overheard my parents crying in the kitchen when my dad got home from work one evening. I stuck around to eavesdrop. They were talking about how my dad had lost his job. They didn't know what they were going to do, and were concerned about not being able to pay for the house anymore. I couldn't believe it. What was the point of their fancy college degrees if they didn't even ever use their brain? It's up there for a reason, you know. That's why poor people stay poor. I had the smarts to know what something was worth, and I knew how to make the money for it. I could help my parents, but then I would have to tell them that I sold something that wasn't mine. And even worse, my money might get taken away. I couldn't risk it, so I snuck away. I'd deal with this later. At the end of the school year, all the popular kids were planning to go to the Bahamas for a trip. I told Mom and Dad that I was going away for a summer vacation, and they were glad to have time to work a few more odd jobs. I kind of felt sorry for them, so I snuck $100 into my dad's wallet. It ended up being 7 of us in total, and I paid for everything. I mean everything. From hotels to room service, we even had 24/7 butlers and a private jet. I bought everyone the best food and treatment. I even paid for a few folks, including myself, to get private surfing lessons. It was awesome, and I was totally happy. At least, so I thought. One day, while I was surfing, I sprained my ankle. I was in terrible pain and freaked out. My surf teachers and 24/7 butlers all came to my aid and rushed me to the hospital. But only Kevin came to see me. I was pleased to see him, but he could only stay a bit, and then he went out to take his mom's call and didn't come back till the next day. I needed some time to heal before going home, so I called my parents and told them that I had won a contest and got to stay for an extra week. They were so preoccupied trying to figure out how to keep paying the bills that they didn't even question things too much. I assumed my friends would want to stay a while longer, but everyone except Kevin said they had to leave. At least I had Kevin, but he had been acting a bit weird. He was always outside. He barely stayed in with me, and when he did, he was always smiling at his phone. It was difficult to always be limping around. When I finally got better, I thought I'd surprise him at the beach, but I was in for a real shock. At the beach, I found him making out with a local, and she was wearing my clothes. This was why he'd stayed. I was devastated. I rushed home the next day. Once I got back home, I was too embarrassed to tell everyone how heartbroken I was, because everyone seemed happy. When they all insisted I throw a big party that weekend, I rented out a huge warehouse and hired interior designers to decorate everything. I even hired bouncers. The whole upcoming senior class was invited. It would be epic, and would finally show Kevin he was a sucker for cheating on me with some dumb, broke girl. As expected, the party was absolutely insane. Just about everyone showed up. People were dancing everywhere, and the whole warehouse was full. It started off great, but as the night went on, things got out of control, and I stopped having fun. The cops showed up and busted the party. We were all underage, so we were all in deep trouble. But the worst thing wasn't getting caught. It was when everyone blamed me and told the cops I was to blame for it. Traitors. After everything I'd done for them, of course, the cops took me to a police car and called my parents. And needless to say, my parents were livid. At first, they couldn't believe the cops had the right people, as there was no way in hell Mom and Dad could afford such a wild party. I was so dead. I had to come clean. But I told them there was no way I'd give up my money. They said I was grounded, and I laughed in their faces. I told them I could move into a house easy peasy. In fact, I told them I could pay rent to stay here. Mom was so mad. She almost choked. But Dad looked at me sadly and said he needed the money, so he agreed. For a whole week, they didn't even speak to me. I came home and went as I pleased. And after the police incident, everyone knew I had won the lottery. Life at school was back to normal. I was throwing parties, and I didn't have to worry about Mom and Dad at all. That's when I noticed my money was beginning to dwindle. I figured I'd have to learn to be more careful, and that's when the worst thing imaginable happened. I was on my way back from school when a van pulled up next to my car, and 3 armed men jumped out and banged on the doors. They broke the windows and hit my driver on the head. It knocked him out. The 3 of them grabbed me and dragged me out of the car. They quickly pushed me into the van and we sped off. They put me in a dark room where I was blindfolded. They said they wanted the $1.2 billion. I told them I'd spent it all, but they knew I was lying. They called my parents and demanded the money, but my parents said they had no idea where I kept it. The kidnappers didn't believe them. They said I would rot here forever if I didn't give them exactly $1.2 billion. I asked them why they needed the exact sum when I didn't even have it. When finally one of them pulled off their mask and lifted my blindfold, I gasped. It was Ross. He said he knew I'd stolen his ticket. I tried to explain that I hadn't, but he punched the wall. This jerk thinks the ticket was the winner. Man, I have to deal with this now? He said he had needed that money to go to college, but because I'd robbed him, he couldn't go anymore. I cried and said I was sorry, but it was useless. He wouldn't let me go. When he finally believed that I'd spent most of the money, he left the room with the others and said I would rot there. He locked the door and left. I was petrified. I banged on the door, but no one opened. I started crying. What have I gotten into? Why wasn't anybody looking for me? Where were my friends? I was sure I would never escape. I fell asleep crying. When I finally opened my eyes, I saw a bright light. Had I died? Mom and Dad would be heartbroken. They still loved me, even though I'd been such a horrible person. That's when I heard Mom sobbing. I finally managed to focus on everything around me. I was in a hospital, and there were all sorts of tubes running through me. I asked what happened, and they said Ross had tried to break into the house. As they had expected it, the police managed to catch him, and he told them where I was. The police inspector said if I'd been there any longer, I would have lost my life. I had been in that room for 3 days without food or water. He said I was the luckiest person he knew.
I'd been working as a driver for this rich boy called Brian, and one day, while I was sitting at the side of the pool outside their mansion, he and his friends jumped in, splashing water all over me. At first, I was mad. Then, more people joined the pool party, and among them was the Juliet to my Romeo. Her name was Victoria, and she was just so perfect. She turned to me and smiled before jumping into the pool, and I swear I felt my heart jump out of my chest. Suddenly, she screamed in pain, and the water around her started turning red. Hi, my name is Caleb. Before I continue with the story, please like and subscribe. If you don't, your crush will ignore you forever. So, back to the story. Victoria was screaming as everyone else around her laughed. Those jerks. I immediately dove into the pool. While I checked for injuries, I asked if she was okay, but Brian and the others were still laughing. Brian said, "It was just a prank for her TikTok, loser. Relax." I turned to Victoria and saw she was smiling with one eyebrow raised. She said, "That was attractive, but stay away from me, idiot." Feeling embarrassed, I walked away. Brian wanted to drive Victoria home, and during the ride, I stole a glance at her through the rearview mirror, only to see that she was also looking right at me and smiling. Suddenly, Brian moved closer and whispered, "Wake up, dummy. If I see you looking at her like that again, I swear." I tried to concentrate on the road instead. That night when I got home, I was shocked to see my little sister Candace sleeping on the top of the fridge. My mom told me she won't come down unless I give her ice cream, but we don't have the money for any. My heart broke. I checked my wallet and realized that I only had a few dollars left. I decided I'd find an evening job soon. Mom couldn't work after her accident, so it was all up to me now, and it drove me to work harder. One night, I drove Brian and Victoria to a party, and Brian told me to wait in the car. An hour had passed when I saw her coming out of the door with a guy, and I noticed she looked uncomfortable. Suddenly, the jerk started pulling her hand and trying to kiss her. I got out of the car and ran towards them. I pulled Victoria away and shouted, "Get off her, man!" The guy yelled back, "Who the hell do you think you are?" Victoria tried to calm me down. "Caleb, don't!" But I was furious. The dimwit then shoved me to the ground, making me scrape my elbow. I got up and was about to punch him, but Rachel and the others came out and stopped me. I stormed off and got back into the car. Victoria joined me.
Hi, my name is Jeff, and I'm... Jesus. What? What's the nose door? Sure. Did they remove mines? Yeah. Yeah, you can get it back. Yeah. Sprot punt? What are you talking about? Yeah, this is the prop hunt. It's all of us against each other. Wait, Galactus is true where? Wait, alright, we might as well play it then. We might as well watch the event again. Wait, is the event back? Hi, oh my god, Galactus, your head is ugly. Damn. Yeah, his render distance is terrible. Yeah, your render distance is bad. It's over there. Your render distance is just bad. There's no black stuff over there. That's Galactus's head. Yeah, I guess you could call it black stuff. That's Galactus. Yeah, it's Galactus's forehead. The event's on, boys. Oh my god. Yeah, that's his nose and his mouth. He's gonna come a bit closer now. Wait, I can see behind him. There's like a hole in the ground. Hi, bear. You got different than me. But what? We're just eating pizza in front of him like, take this, Galactus. To be honest, yeah. You look like someone who needs a jetpack. Get to the orb, get to the orb. Yeah, probably. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Nah. Get in the driver's seat, boys. Okay. Okay, let's go. Why are we in first person on the planes? Or is it just me, or are we all in first person in the planes? Is it just me in first person? I'm in first person. I mean, I can barely see anything. What if we do a plane wars? Not me. Guys, should we go in his mouth? Oh my god, I went in his mouth. Guys, don't go in his mouth. Guys, don't go through his mouth. It's not a... What is this? What's this? What's this? It's a reality collapse. Not me. There's a reality collapse in the middle of the map, just in front of Galactus. Yeah, we're not meant to go in. What? My thing just broke. Guys, behind this plane. Get in the planes. Yeah. Well, I don't know which way I'm meant to be going. Which way am I meant to go? Don't ask him. Galactus, he's a dummy. Yeah? Hey, Max. Oh. We're looking out for a reality collapse. Okay, he's taking the bait. Let's get you out of here. Yeah, we don't even have to do anything. We run. The other half survived. Oh, I got teleported. Die, son. We're doing astronomical, come on. Let's... For which one? Which one is it? This is the bad boy astronomical. Oh God! Let's go. Oh, you're salty is bad. They wish they could rap. You know that they can't rap it, but them whack. Let's go, boys. Your mom jump. I'm landing on a music block to annoy you guys. Yeah, it's good. I've done it before. I can't. Oh yeah, I can. Surely I can. No, you can't. Exactly, that's what he sounds. Where's all the buildings? Oh my God, they almost made like, they did like all of the buildings too, didn't they? Yeah? Mm-hmm. I mean, I have infinite mats. Yeah, got that. This right here is astronomical. Oh, we can't get up there anymore. Oh my God, it just appeared. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to toilet. Yo, mama. Yeah, I just came back. I can't move. Nope. Sunset. Sunset. Whoever's singing, you're just such a good singer. Whoever's singing, you're just the best thing on earth. See you on the other side, bruh. Nothing. Someone said. Wait. Because they were hinting that shockwaves were coming back to the game. Someone just died. Guys, go into the fire. Go in the fire. I'm in one of the fires. Guys, stay in this fire. Stay on the other side, you mother. Your mama. Jack! Who's this? Who's this by me? Thomas! Hi! Come in the water. I feel like I'm dying and I'm proud. Wait, Jack, how'd you get up there? Jack is astronomical. This is astronomical. We have to go to the orb of the astronomicalness. Da, 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 we're drowning. We're gonna drown together, son. We're gonna drown together, Anakin. Don't worry, Anakin. We're just gonna die here. Die. Don't never stop, you absolute bot. Isn't that what's in the song? I'm dying, my man. I'm sorry, but I've been. The code names are dying. To be honest, this kind of is dying, isn't it? Like nobody uses it anymore. It kind of is dying, right? Nobody uses it anymore. Oh my god! Holy! I'm stopping. Nah, keep going. I'm coming, boys. Guys, move out the way, there's an elephant coming! Guys, move out the way, there's an elephant coming! Oh my god, what the flip? Guys, oh, I straight away I went under. Oh, so did, thing. You know what, I'm taking the risk. Hello everybody from the underneath. Hello everybody from the above. Do I always have to work in name elf? Okay. I'm normal. I'll be normal. What's up, boy? Yeah, guys, can we make a map? In my map? What? Oh, okay. Can I first? Can I go first then, so I can get in? Well, if I'm not, if you. Okay. Bitch you. Me first, me 1v1 first, just so I can quickly get in the clan. Okay, I just need to quickly get in this clan, bro. Yeah, so basically I'm just going into I'm just getting into a clan. Nice. I don't mind going in a clan. Idiots so fat, they look like a bat. Not talking about you guys, I'm talking about everyone else that lives on Earth. Probably purple pump blue AR. What, purple pump blue AR? I'm not gonna use minis. This is our skin now. I mean, we can claim the skin because Lachlan's not claimed it. Yeah, I mean, it's his own skin, so it'd be weird if he didn't. Come in. Okay, Thomas. Thomas's turn. Okay. Just figured message. Yeah, I understood. I'm watching. Guys, can we play blocks fights? Wait, no, guys, we also no, I know. We have to also to get in the clan. We also have to win a game of box fights. All of that. Jack. Okay, guys, go back to hub. Jack's gonna try us out again, Tom. Just need to win a box fight game. Thomas goes first this time. I should have a box PvP. Yeah. Yeah. Watching my name on YouTube. Could do that. It works a lot. Mm. Mm. Okay, Thomas fight Jack. Thank you. Wait a sec, guys. Oh, I forgot to unmute my mic. Or he can just fight you again. Okay. Come. I won't, like I didn't. I'm gonna invite Callum though. Let's see if he wants to try out. Yeah? Yeah. Callum, do you want to try out for Codename Clan? You have to wear Codename Elf if you're trying out. You don't have to wear it all the time though if you join. You just have to wear it while trying out. You can wear any. You can wear any. I'm wearing normal. And Candy Axe. Me and Thomas had just got in. Me and Thomas just got in. I guess it's Jack's and it's everyone. Well, it's Jack mainly because he's trying us out, so let's just call it Jack's clan. I got my old mouse back. My dad just came in the room. What? No, just join. It's a glitch. Yeah. No, it's Jack trying you out. No, we'll just be on the side. We won't fight you guys though. Haha. Sorry, your mic cut out or something. I'm no more with Candy Axe. No, after Cal, you're trying out in BHE like we did. We both won in BHE and then we both won in. You have infinite tries, by the way. Me and Thomas were fighting while you were. I was getting third partied. What? What? You know I pretend to like him. Johnny. How? Yeah, I'm dead. Thomas has insane name. Thomas is insane. It's Thomas. Thomas is good, isn't he? Yeah, we need to. No, you just said you wanted to play this. I'm just gonna say in beach. Fine, then Carl, do an edit course after. Well, then leave creative and join back. Yeah, happened to me once. I just reset my creative. Took me 18 seconds. Your Xbox and they load in a tiny, like a second faster than PC do. Thomas. Luca and name Officer Thomas. Spectate. I went back to hub to set up BHE, but then. It's probably an Xbox glitch. That's what you always say to me on PC. You always say it's something wrong with your PC. Exactly. So. Okay, so it's. Stay there, Callum. If all clans say they do gifting and they don't. Ooh. I'll invite Stephanie if they're playing together. Here you are. You scared me. Yeah, no, I built a stair just behind me. I kind of Mongol classic. Old man, what? What's that? I think I know what it is. Oh, the LEDs. Oh, I really like those LEDs. I really want those. Lucky. Gee, he was rich. Yeah? Oh, I just did 200. Yeah? Huh? That's the worst crank I've ever heard. What do you mean crank? Like 90s? Like riff 90s? You can't do riff 90s without editing. Yeah, can you change the world cat? Because I really, really, really want it. He's on the Switch right now. Sure. Okay, you can't kill me when you come back. You can't kill me. No, if you're healing, no. Yeah. Light up my world. Shutty bow with the sketches on. Wanna hold your hand. I like your sketches. You like me, my Gucci shoe. Yeah, you pretended not to go back tab earlier, so. No, it's okay. Yeah, okay. Guys. What, keyboard cam? Show me then. Make a stream. Can you make one? Please. My aim is insane. I can't. Thomas. How do you know? Yeah, that's what they do. My aim is insane. I'm hitting all my shots. Callum, that game you were playing earlier is insane for practicing your aim. No, it's insane for practicing your aim. I was insane on it. It shows the bleeds. It shows the blood though. Yeah, same. Yeah, it's in the chat that you were blue for me. No one loves you, Sonny kid. No one loves you, Bar. I'm just kidding. Why? Yeah, 1v1 our clan. Get your clan out. Come on, get CRE. Get CRE. We need you to get 5. Get 3 more CRE members to join. We want to try them out. Totally don't want a clan. Kick him! Kick Max! Kick Max! Ah! I'm removing him as a friend. I don't ever want to see that ever again. Oh, someone has the worst mic here on Earth. Yeah, it's Max. Oh no, it's not. It's not. No, I muted. It's not Max. It's Jack's mic or something because I muted Jack. No, I muted Jack. I muted Jack and I can't hear it. I already did. Okay, I'm muting everybody here if they don't stop breathing heavily on their mic. Seth? Seven, 6. Thank you, Jack. I'm insaner than all of these kids, though. I'm just kidding. Do we have to make something invisible to get in the clan or anything? Is there anything? Can I make something invisible? What? I can do that. I can do that. I can actually do that. I can do that. I always do that, Jack. I actually always do that. I'm muting Seth, Max. I'm muting Seth and Max. Yeah, I can't hear it when I muted Max. go. Oh, thank God. It's a good email. Did you just try? I don't care. Yeah, I know. Oh, Callum, you just me. Do you want me to float? Can I float you, Cal? I've been practicing. Can I float you, Cal? No. Cal? Cal, can I float you? Nah, I can hear him very low. I can barely hear him over you guys. Cal, can I make you float? Oh wait, let me try again. I accidentally... Okay, let me try again. Oh, great. Yeah, we declare ugly war against your clan. With your ugly clan. With your ugly people. No. They're not ugly apparently on this screen. We won. We won, boys. GG's. Jesus Christ. Can I meet you? We won the war, son! We won the war! You We won the war! We won the war because you didn't even declare. I can hear him now. Get rid of that skin! Yeah, we can hear you. We declare war. Clan war. Clan war! Fine then, you guys lost. CRE sucks. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, I like how you're congratulating me earlier and I was on controller. No, I wasn't. I literally told you I was on controller and I streamed it on controller. He wanted to say get lost. Jack, if you join him, I'm going to unfriend you. I don't care. You can hear me. 4v4 then. We go. Yeah. I hate him now. He was congratulating me earlier because I got 3 kills on controller. And now he's saying he's carrying me. He had 5 kills and I had 3. Hi, Ethan went off. Hello, man. The guy who hates my guts and I hate his too, I guess. Jack, can someone kick this guy? Yeah, kick him. Thomas, kick him. Yeah, okay. Fine, I want to know what he wants to say. What do you want to say, Seth? Yeah, okay, what do you want to say? Yeah, I can hear Seth through Jack's mic. We made codename clan. Codename clan. Happy days, you're not joining. How savage? Why is your name Savage Seth and you're not even being savage?